I don't think it started yet.
No, it is starting.
No, it didn't start.
Yeah,
It didn't start.
What? Oh, yeah. You like scooshed me over.
What's up?
Now my back.
Happy Sunday, people.
Happy Sunday.
I'm Judge James.
I'm Judge Evie.
Living for crits amidst the
What the heck?
Corona outbreak.
I read the thing. It says what
Coronavirus 2020. COVID-19 2020. This sucks.
Sucks butt.
You know what's the worst part? Is we have the ultimate gaming room together. It's done. It's designed. It's finished. Almost. And unfortunately, we have a lack of people to that we can have literally physically at our space because we're on lockdown. How's lockdown feeling, Judge Evie?
Lockdown's sad and boring.
What's sad and boring about it? Why is it so bad?
You know, the whole social distancing thing, yeah, that's not how I roll. I roll with, like, the peoples. And this is the
You
peoples
roll
know.
with the people.
Yeah. Oh my god. Brief into face.
No, I'm naming this episode the Facebook Extravaganza. First off,
Why?
hey to Hectophonic.
Oh my god, I was on
And
Facebook.
hey to Michael579 who are
I
on and saying hey.
never check Facebook, and I texted what?
I thought it said hey, you'd hit me in the face.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I never checked Facebook for a good month, and I checked it today, and oh my gosh.
This is
Wow.
it's the Facebook episode because we didn't have much of a show. We didn't have any questions. I kind of wanted to have a question. Last week was the all COVID-19 episode about like the doing social distancing and
Imagine
stuff.
having all this social distancing stuff, and
And I
it's
was
like,
saying,
it's actually here
Don't
now.
go to conventions because it was dangerous and stuff, and then conventions started canceling, and that's kind of sad.
Coachella canceled.
That's not a DCC or gaming convention.
I know, but it's sad. Now I can't watch all the like Coachella videos online because it's canceled.
No Coachella for Judge Evie, but that's okay. We're gonna have a good show here tonight for you.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go through all of our Facebook questions that we received, and we got a bunch of them.
How come you got the
Will Keller's on. What's up,
question.
Will?
So what? Heyo, what happened? Why do you get Facebook questions when no one has the audacity to send me questions?
They have the audacity of nope. You don't even get the joke.
I don't get the joke. It just sounds like exploding kittens, like the
Audacity
Nope
of
cat.
Nope is not exploding kittens. That was President.
What is
That was
that?
President Obama's book.
What is that?
His book was was Audacity of Hope, not Audacity of Nope.
Audacity of no. My
Let's see.
bad. Yeah,
Night
it was your
5150
bad,
is on.
huh?
Evening you too. Good evening, Night 5150, and Shannon's on.
Wow.
So I'm gonna break the rule here and cough. Hold on.
Get away!
So I've had like a head cold this week, and don't worry, no fever, no body aches. But this is like the worst week to have allergy issues of ever because, you know, when you cough in public right now, people look at you like you have the plague. So it's bad. So I'm trying to like just drink some water and chill things out in my chest because I have a tickle.
I mean, people shouldn't be looking at you in public because you're not supposed to be in public.
True.
Get it? Yeah.
So it sounds like I have the virus. It does.
Shoot.
Chew?
Social distancing.
All right, Evie.
No.
Listen, I'm back. Here's the questions.
No.
Here's a question. I'm gonna go cough over there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh. Hey, guys. So, nice questions. What kind of questions are these?
You're not even talking.
Yes, I am.
What are you saying?
Shh, you don't want to look. Yeah, 6 feet. Oh my god, I watched the movie 5 Feet Apart today. It was so sad because I've read the book in school and I've been trying to watch this movie for so friggin' long, and so I was like, I
This
looked
is
online.
not what the show's about.
I know, but I saw the word 6 feet and I got hooked. So
So for 6 feet, you're saying be back here, right? Let me get my drink.
what? Yes,
Someone
stay 6
said
feet.
you need to read these questions at some point, kid.
Okay, so I was trying to watch this movie, and so I finally watched it, and it was so sad, because the book leaves you on a high note, but the movie is a sad note. Okay. What is the difference between a duck and
Well,
what?
let's first off say we want to thank Troy Tucker and John Hammersley.
What are some
and,
of these questions?
Christian, I can't even pronounce his last name. Christian Ovsenik and Hector Cruz for these questions. I don't think we can get to all of them. We're going to a bunch of them now. And
Well, the first two are confusing me.
look at that. Scott's on for a walk right now. Let's get to the questions, okay? You're going to go and order these questions, and we're going to read them. I'm going to sit at the bar because this is my luck. You know, I finally get the gamer bar of my dreams here, okay? And then a fantasy tavern, and I'm stuck, you know, not feeling great the first week of it. And there's a pandemic, and like whenever I
Is
cough,
that why you
tried?
tried to get us to play that game today? He walks upstairs and he goes, "Who's ready to learn how to play Pandemic?" Oh no, he's gonna go get it.
Where is it?
I don't know. You had it upstairs. Oh no, there it is. Look, it's us. Look, I'm the person in front. That's you. And there's Mom. And there's Ridley.
This is the
that turned
pandemic
into a
edition of the
person.
show.
Okay, let's
We
get
got some comments coming.
Oh, I was not reading those.
Rob, Savage Philly GM says Pandemic is awesome, but you know.
My teacher kept trying to get us to play that game. At least his
All right,
phone is ringing.
just
It's good
read-
you have a working phone. What?
Who said at least my phone is ringing? Who said that?
Fickle GM. Oh, isn't ringing.
Oh yeah, it was last night. Okay.
Hmm?
I should note, apologies, I am wearing pajama pants. They are Santa Claus or snowman pajama pants.
Snowman.
I only wear one kind of
I
clothing,
have
and that's pajama pants.
Black pants on. But I
Alright,
have
so
this cool,
look, I'm gonna
sweatshirt
stay 6
thing.
feet apart from you, so
Okay.
you better read these questions, and I'm gonna
What are
sit back
them?
there, and don't forget what our people say.
That's a weird question. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that
Read
one.
the first question.
Why do fools fall in love? Because you're
Answer the
foolish. I don't know. Was that supposed to be a reference?
Just keep going. We're back.
I don't know. Maybe fools fall in... Ugh, he's honest. He's like the mad dash upstairs. Okay. Welcome to Evie is taking over. Okay. Hashtag Evie rules. Okay. Why do fools... I can hear him coughing down here. Wow. Wow, sis. That's insane. Okay. Why do fools... Oh my dear goodness, this child. I deal with this every day.
Are you still going?
Yeah, I'm going. Okay. So, why do fools... I don't know. Is that supposed to be a reference?
I'm bringing a laptop so I can answer these
I
questions from
don't
back here 6 feet from you.
I don't know.
Can everyone
Because
hear
you're
me back there?
foolish.
Can they all hear me?
I think the world can hear you right now. So, what's the difference between a duck and what?
He just says a duck. What's the difference between a duck?
Well, if he just says duck, well, a duck and a duck, they're kind of the same thing. Well, one can be like orangish more. One could be yellow, maybe. They could have different beak sizes. Ducks have beaks, right? Like the little... Like if it's like a duck and a duck.
Yes. Ducks have beaks.
Uh-huh.
Evie?
Yeah. Okay. What makes DCC so DCC? Well, it wouldn't be DCC without a D, a C, and a C. So those letters make it very DCC.
Why don't you answer the question better than that?
That's probably the best answer I got right now. I mean, that's pretty... death. That's one of them.
Death makes DCC DCC?
Uh-huh. See, there's things that DCC stands for. It stands for death, chaos, and corruption.
I don't know how accurate that is. I think it stands for Dungeon Crawl Classics, Judge Evie.
I mean, that too, but
I'm
death,
just saying.
chaos.
I think that's what it stands for. What makes it so DCC, though?
Well, I just answered it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like the amateur hour here, kid. Okay? You're running the show. I'm sitting back here like I'm Norm.
They are loving this.
I'm
See?
sitting back like
Ducks
Norm.
they have bills? No.
Judge Evie,
bills.
who's Norm? I'm Norm at the bar. Who's Norm? Or Morn, either way.
Norm.
Depends on the show.
Norm.
You fail.
You're from Phineas and Ferb.
No, I'm not. I'm not from Phineas and Ferb.
What?
That's for sure. No,
But
keep going.
Norm.
No, you're doing fine.
Norm's the
what
dude.
What are our viewer? I can't. I'm trying to log on. and look at
Norm. Yeah, look, Norm. Magic. Ba-dum bum. Ducks have bills. No, they don't. Bills
Ducks
are what
have
the.
bills. Yeah.
No.
No, they do.
No, bills
No,
are what
they
the
do.
goose people in Finding Nemo have with the little pouch, and then they put Nemo in the pouch, and they take him to the dentist's office. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil the movie if you guys didn't see. You know, under all of this, like, staying home, watch Finding Nemo, or get Disney Plus. That's a great platform thingy. Okay. Where
I'm in the
everybody
chat
knows
room.
your name. Huh?
Hi.
That's a Pelican. Oh, Pelican! Not... Not a Pelican.
I may be typing into this right now.
I know, but Pelicans
Did
got,
you
like...
seriously pronounce Pelican Pelican? Oh my god! Like, what's the next question? All right, so DCC is what'd you say it was? Death critters?
No, I said
Only
death.
out of school a few days from Shannon. And Andy said, yeah, you did. I'm touching my face. Look at that.
Hey, keep your hands 6 feet away from your face. That's better. Okay, stay like that. Okay. It looks like you're petting the tree. You're like, woo. Okay. Okay, let's get
Next question.
serious, guys. Okay.
Let's look. This is the most serious episode. You know, we should probably do more episodes like this.
Yeah, this is so serious.
This is our breakthrough night. It's been mostly crap
Okay.
shows until the world ends, and then it's great. Then it's just
We're-
a great show.
We're being serious.
We can have guests. One, shut up for a second, kid. Okay,
Mhm.
think. We can have guests now because we could literally put people behind the bar.
I could interview them. Here, look. Like, so, Judge James, welcome to the Walls Tavern. How's your day been so far? Oh, 6 feet away.
Terrible.
Away from me.
Terrible.
Why would you say that?
COVID-19. Why do you think?
Okay, so
You know,
next,
it's like the ever.
we're moving on to the
Never
next
enough for
question.
toilet paper and rice.
You know, toilet paper.
You know how hard it
companies
is
right now
for
are probably
vegetarians to
making
live off the
so
land.
much
We have to hunt
money.
tofu with rifles.
The toilet paper companies right now are probably like spilling out money like pachoo pachoo pachoo. Okay.
All right, look. Just what's the next question?
Best ways to gain from
Who
home
asked
while we
it?
social.
What the heck? You've
while
been
we
doing this show
social
for a
practice-
year now.
Oh,
you don't
it's
know.
John Hammersley.
Read the question again, because I was yelling at you.
Best
Sorry.
ways to gain from home Best ways to gain from home while we practice social distance without being antisocial. You
I'm
use your
serious.
fingers, you type, and you hit FaceTime, and then you go, hey, let's do some FaceTiming right now, and we're gonna roll them dice.
Let me
The
let
dice
me
are-
interject. Let me interject and just say,
Huh?
I'm a big fan of Zoom right now.
What is Zoom?
Zoom is
It's that confusing thing you were
it's like
talking
$15
about.
a month.
So
It's like imagine Google Hangouts but stable. But you pay for
they
it.
banned Google Hangouts like under our school Wi-Fi.
Then get Zoom.
It's so sad because we used to go
then
on
get
Google
Zoom.
Hangouts and text each other from different classes, but they won't let us do that anymore. So now we just make like a Google Doc, and
I
then
think-
we have like okay.
All right, shut up.
So
What's up with you? Like
you told
why
me to
even
be
bring it up?
energetic, and you talked about.
No, your mom said like just last week you were like a three-toed sloth on here at the
well,
DMV.
I'm not a three-toed sloth right now. No, I'm not. So you deal with this, okay? So shush your mouth.
This is awful. This is the worst show ever. This is the worst show. We're gonna lose followers from this show.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
know.
go from having 12. Look, one person left. We had 12 people watching and one left.
Oopsies. Okay.
And Rob made a good point. He said check in on all your friends and family as isolation can lead to depression. And you know what? It's a good point. That's why I'm trying to run more games right now.
Mm-hmm. It's a very serious topic. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. Why are you laughing at me?
Nothing. This is just water. Keep going.
Oh look, there's a fuzzy thingy in the air. Wee. Okay.
Fickle GM is unsubscribing while we're here. Knight 5150 is he's out
You know,
of here.
Y'all can like run away, but you don't know what you're missing over. Ow, my shoulder cracked.
Why are you throwing gang signs? Read the next question.
These aren't gang signs. This
Read the
is
next
me
question.
spinning the.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Read the next question.
Okay. Have you looked at
Who wrote it?
Troy Tucker.
The rest are
Isn't that
Troy.
what this is?
Maybe.
Arcana. Can I show
Sure.
this?
Well, yeah, you can show it.
Okay. Have you looked at? I have looked at it. I'm looking at it right now. It's right here. Arcana of the Ancients. If so, how do you insert into D6 game? Don't ask me. I don't know.
Hey, look, I have the other version. Look, since you took the one, I have the other one. Arcana of the Ancients is a
I'll model it like I always do.
This is a Monty Cook
Ay, my
Games
elbow.
product. It's for D&D 5th edition, Judge Evie's favorite game.
And I'm gonna hide myself.
You know,
while I
it's a
model
well-known
it.
fact that the coronavirus was designed to keep Judge Evie from playing her character in 5e in her friend's campaign. I would
Don't
say
expose
this.
me like that.
I've been through Arcana of the Ancients, and what would work best, I think, for DCC would be the Ciphers, Relics, and Iron Flesh chapter. A lot of the ciphers you could use in DCC. I think it would be pretty easy to pull them over there. Like, for instance, Automaton Sled. This cipher is in the form of an oblong metallic sled. When placed in soil, it absorbs minerals and fabricates a Type 3 basic automaton, which emerges from the ground. And there's some stats for that. So you could use all the ciphers really easily. And actually on livingforcrits.com, if you search on my old blog page, there's a Numenera Crawl Classics list of occupations. So I don't know. I think ciphers work well. If you're into 5e, it's a beautiful book. We have it because it was a cool Kickstarter, and there you go. And Judge Evie is writing something. I don't know what she's writing. And Savage Philly GM Rob says it is well known fact that 5e is one of the okayest systems out there, just like Rise of Skywalker was one of the okayest movies of the year, or last year. So let's go on to the next question here. Next question. Judge Evie, what are you typing?
Because someone said I gotta keep my 6 feet or more away from Evie because they were gonna leave, and so I said, "You are 6 feet away, so you better stay." Oh no, you can leave, and you won't ever know the snazzy things I'm teaching right now. Hashtag Judge Evie rules. Hashtag DCC rocks.
How about you read the next question?
I will. Okay, I'm pretty proud of myself for using those hashtags because I didn't know where it was on the keyboard, but I found it. Okay, so, looking back, what is your favorite module for DCC? This is why you asked me that.
I did. Why
Okay.
you do yours? I'll do mine.
I don't even know what this one's called.
It's not a module, but go
Oh.
ahead. You mentioned it. That one was one of yours.
Oh, Carnival of the Darned. Love this
You know,
one.
at some point, listen. If we're seriously in the end of the world, which we're not,
We're not, yeah. Stay
if we
positive.
were,
Hashtag positivity.
you're not going to say the real name of this adventure.
It's Carnival of the Darned.
Okay.
What?
It's like the sword of the darned that's hanging on our wall back here.
Mm-hmm.
Fickle GM said hashtag next question.
Hashtag I'm getting there if you would listen. If only you would. That's from School of Rock. Listen to musicals while you guys are sad and alone in your houses.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? People are actually sad and alone in their houses talking to us. Why would you ever say that?
Yeah, I'm
You
sorry.
are cold.
I'm a cold person.
Be nice.
Okay, I'm
That was
sorry.
mean.
I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry if I hurt your feelings, but still listen to musicals because they're really good. Okay, so Carnival of the Darned. Love this one. It's one of my one of the oldies but a goodies, but it's not that old, but it's from my past. It's what made me me. It's birthed Judge Evie.
Anyway, so let me talk for a second on my answer here. I have often praised the love of Peril of the Purple Planet,
Oh, that's a good
Peril on the Purple Planet, one of my favorite box sets for DCC. But one adventure I've never run before is the Chain Coffin. I'm sorry, this is wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I've run the Chain Coffin as a campaign setting in the Shutter Mountains, but I've never run the adventure itself. I had this dream of running a Chain Coffin campaign with Andy and Jeremy and Craig and you and your sister and her sister's friend and all these people coming over, and we had to
That's so
stop it
cute.
and my wife, because we moved to Philadelphia. So
Great choice.
I
It's pretty
still would love to
snappy,
get back.
actually.
This is one of my favorite adventure modules, my favorite books. If you like anything that has to do with like the Smoky Mountains or Appalachia, however you pronounce it, or heck, even a DCC Western, I think this would go really well with Dark Trails as an adventure. Just saying, maybe that might happen. I gotta recommend Chain Coffin as an adventure I've never run before. So, favorite adventure I have not run, which was the actual Chain Coffin adventure. Favorite adventure I have run, Peril on the Purple Planet. What is Purple Planet like? Is it more sci-fi than fantasy? Is it not? All right. Purple Planet is kind of like John Carter of Mars or whatever. So you are stranded on this alien world where this weirdling purple sun warps the world itself, and your characters are running across the world in a great hex crawl, trying to get kind of travel from the planet and go home. And we ran it as part of a long campaign where we did all of the Purple Sorcerer adventures. Very purple campaign. We did all of the adventures from the Purple Sorcerer in the Sunken City Omnibus, and then we moved into Purple Planet. And when you crack this open, and Judge Evie looks bored because she doesn't read this
I'm
stuff.
not bored. I am so mad at whoever
be
just said that.
quiet,
Oh.
child. When you open this adventure, there's actually other adventures you can buy for it, like Synthetic Swordsman on the Purple Planet. Haven't run this. And The Rock Awakens. Have run this. Super deadly. I think we killed a manimal in that adventure, didn't we?
So mad.
You weren't there.
Look, oh my God.
Has its own GM screen.
You have the audacity
Great
to
adventure.
say that to
Great
me.
adventure.
Wow.
Trogdor.
You
Andy
had
says, just
the
saying, you probably use Zoom to
audacity
get a
to
new
say
co-host. Man.
You know,
You know who Trogdor is, right? It's Andy.
Andy, you know why I got... Oh my God. You know, I knew it was you.
What is up? What, you look like Cousin It. Next question. When you move that fast, you're Cousin It. Next question. Andy left her speechless. Oh well.
Cousin it.
Come on. Next question.
Okay, Andy, I can't believe you said that.
This next question. This is
I'm
hard.
moving on, okay? I know I'm really hurt by that. Okay, next question. What?
I don't know. I'm going with a drink. Go ahead.
Do you prefer to run published material, things you write beforehand, or just wing it?
Who's asking?
Troy.
Give Troy this dues. Troy Tucker single-handedly bailed us out of questions. Good questions from Christian and John.
Why didn't he
Gotta
type with his
say.
other hand?
But Troy's a good dude. What?
You said single-handedly. Did he just like type with one hand?
Judge Evie, since you run so many games as a DCC judge, why don't you answer this question?
Well, I run published.
Because you run published modules all the time, right? Like every 5 friggin' seconds, right?
Yeah.
Because you're the most judgy of judges.
Uh-huh.
And you're always judging games.
Uh-huh.
And you're flailing around like an 80s haired metal band.
Thank you. Okay, so...
What do you run, Judge Evie?
So,
Now what I run is only one of 3 modules that I can play because I don't read any other adventures.
what happened to us? We froze or something.
I don't know.
What happened to us?
They can hear us.
They can?
I touched my face again.
Wow. Wow.
Just
A rotation of co-hosts? That's so sad!
they can see and hear us. And Mr.
Why are you...
Hanky,
Who's Mr. Hanky?
because who's Mr. Hanky?
Like the Hanky
Remember the
boys?
year I let you and your sister watch the South Park episodes, and there was the Christmas poo?
Oh my God, that's Mr. Hanky!
Winning at parenting.
Yeah. I think like the Hanky Pinks.
All right, so listen, this is my answer to this question, because my answers are people we want to see. No one wants to see
People
any
want
question
to
answers
see.
from you, okay?
That's hurtful. What was it? You're like, question from you.
I like to run published modules with DCC, but I have been enjoying running my own stuff for Shadow of the Demon Lord. Gotta say. But I do like running some published DCC. DCC is like, they make the best published modules. You know, they're just fantastic. And we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay, so next question.
Next question.
From Troy Tucker. Okay. If it is be one of the last two, what kinds of things could publishers do differently to help you run your game?
That's a great question. You have an answer for that?
Come back to me.
Really?
Wait.
I would love to see
One of the last two what?
I would love to see more maps that are at scale for printable miniatures. I like playing with miniatures. I think DCC does well with miniatures, even if it's not a miniatures game. So that's something that Purple Sorcerer does really well. Is they publish maps that you can print out and have on a table. So I'd like to see more of those. I don't need them, but I'd like them. Judge Evie, why don't you answer this question for all the games you run?
Wait,
Judge
like,
Evie.
I think mine was kind of like what you said. Like,
You was not. You weren't going to say that.
No, I was gonna say,
What were you going
like,
to say?
if they had things that, like, you know how, like, when you're online, sometimes they have those, like, 360 panorama view things?
You want a 360
no,
panoramic
just,
view?
like a picture of, like, the surroundings, like, around you. Like, if the
Okay.
character's, like, looking forward and there's, like,
Okay.
a picture, like, around.
Okay.
Like, if they had those.
Yeah, you want those.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if that was what you said or
Savage
not, because I
Philly
was really half
GM
paying
just
attention.
said James is a great improv GM and would love to see a flow chart at the beginning. I think, you know what? That's a great idea. I think a flow chart, more
My
adventures
teacher
with
makes
flow
me do
charts
those in
would be
science
fantastic. You know what did a good job at flow charts? Well, you know, it was only
I
one
did.
adventure.
I got 100
Hold
in
on.
that class.
I'm going to find my favorite flow chart from an adventure.
My science teacher loved my flowcharts. They're so good.
Who remembers Alternity? Who remembers Alternity?
Not me.
Woo!
Hey, 6 feet, man.
Sorry. Alternity had an awesome flowchart for the Geneva virus for dealing with a virus problem. I know it wasn't a plot flowchart, but it was a flowchart. And I gotta say, Rob, flowcharts definitely would love to see more of those in games,
I'll raise both
especially for
hands.
plots and stuff. So you kind of have an idea of how if an adventure is off the rails, how it can be either brought back to the rails or whatnot. So good call there.
Imagine being on the rails.
Fickle GM says COVID-19 hates gaming with minis. He's
You're not
correct,
wrong.
because we're not able to play at our table with my Dwarven Forge because of the coronavirus. What's up with that?
What was that?
That's my wedding ring hanging in the chair. It's
Oh.
not anything.
I don't have a ring to hate on anything.
Meanwhile, what's the next question?
What challenges have you faced running an online game? Any general tips for running them? Well, I run
Hey,
so many
Who
online
wrote this?
games.
Who wrote the question? It wasn't from
Oh,
Troy.
Hector Cruz.
Go ahead.
Well, on online games, you can't see if the person, like, isn't rolling the right stuff. Know what I mean?
Why is that a problem, Judge Evie?
I don't know, because people don't, like, if they're like, I rolled a one.
Do you think your players are cheaters, Judge Evie?
No, just like it's a.
What are you blaming? Who are you blaming?
No, like just if in general, like if you don't know them that well, if you're doing like a hey, come join me, hit me up, bro, skis to play a game, and they're like you're like oh I don't know if you're like Gucci or not, you don't know.
You know, with your hair and me sitting back here, I kind of feel like Robin Quivers from the Howard Stern show, and you're Howard Stern right now. So I'm kind of in the back, and I
Who's
make
Howard
the most sense.
Stern?
Who's Howard Stern?
I don't know.
All right, you're right. You know what? You shouldn't know that question. That you shouldn't know. That's good.
Huh?
And you know what? Savage Philly Jam makes a good point. Sometimes there is a player you need to monitor for dice.
See,
rolling.
I didn't fail like
Okay.
giving an answer for once. People do
I
like
don't
answers
like.
from me.
I don't like dice. Okay, I don't like dice. I'm sorry. I don't. I do like dice. Wait, let me read the. I don't like virtual dice, or what are they called? Online rolling systems. I think they're crap.
I hate those.
There you go.
Those are so ridiculous.
Knight 5150 makes a good point. There's a little learning curve for online games, but once you get past the automation that is offered, it is immensely helpful in running games. Dice rollers. That's right. What I have the hardest time with is, and I love running online games. I've run, I think most of my games up to 2019 were online. And 2019 was the first year I ran more in-person games than online games. But during all the online games, what I have a problem with is players who, let's be honest, they're playing in their bedroom and they don't make their bed, Andy. It's really distracting, and if you play in every one of my games, your bed is not made. No, I'm just kidding. The biggest challenge, I just threw Andy under the bus there, big time. The biggest challenge, I think, is when when you have no video. I think it's easier to have video when you're playing an online game just to see what people's reactions are. So that's why I love Zoom so much. And Trogdor781, who was Andy, said that MCG did a series of instant adventure books with great flowcharts. And that's true. Let me go get them. Hold on. Judge Evie, get to the next question. I'm going to get the books, and I'm going to share these. So I can just grab them from over here. Wait, don't worry about that. I'm just going to grab them and bring them over. let me just bring these adventures over. So there's some Numenera ones. You like flowcharts? You want flowcharts? Your flowcharts are here with Explorer's Keys and Weird Discoveries for Numenera. And there's one for The Strange too. And these adventures all have flowcharts.
Woo!
Kinda.
Woo!
Next question.
This one's from Christian. Okay. I don't know how to say his last name.
Well, yeah,
How do you
he's
say
not
his last
watching
name?
because he knows you can't say his last name.
What?
I'm just kidding.
How do you say it? Ovsenic?
Shannon is saying I haven't
I
used
feel
video.
bad.
I'd
I
have
don't
to
know how
make
to
my
say
bed
it.
if I decided to. You're right. You would. Don't play a game without a made bed. Just read the question.
Okay.
Don't focus
What
on his
are
last
the
name.
best
He'll send you hate mail afterwards.
Oh no. Okay, what are the best pandemic movies to watch while social distancing?
Man, this is a tough question because I watched Contagion last week.
What's a pandemic movie mean?
So like Contagion, you
What's
know,
that?
or The Stand.
What's that?
They're movies about when like a horrible disease kills off everybody on the planet.
Oh, I don't watch those movies. I watch Disney.
Wait, no.
What?
What did you watch today?
That's not pandemic.
What'd you watch today?
I watched 5 Feet Apart.
Which is about what?
It's about people with cystic fibrosis, but that's not a pandemic, or
I mean,
is it?
It's
I don't
not.
know.
It's not, but you know,
It's
same
so
feels.
sad.
Same feels.
If you want to cry, watch that movie.
I watched Contagion last week. It's $9.99 on YouTube.
What's Contagion about?
Don't watch it. It's about essentially the coronavirus.
Really?
So it's pretty much
When-
the same thing.
When was it made?
Don't watch it. Made in like 2012, 13.
Oh, yeah.
Don't watch it.
Crusty,
Kate
rusty,
Winslet,
rusty.
Lawrence Fishburne, Matt Damon, but don't watch it. Just
Oh
Gwyneth
my
Paltrow's
God.
in it. She doesn't make it that far in the movie.
Oh, that's sad.
Don't watch it. Savage Philly GM says Outbreak, also a good movie with Dustin Hoffman, so you know it's going to be good. It's got Dustin Hoffman.
I don't know
It's
who
not always
that
true.
is. For you, 2 more comments.
All right.
Ah! What did I do?
Andy said, also, did you throw a one-shot at me with 4 hours notice and you want me to make a seasoned character and make my bed? Andy, your bed was made last night. I don't remember your bed not being made last night. Just saying.
Okay, I got to get 2 more questions.
All right, go and read your 2 more
This one
questions.
is also from Christian. Top 5 Appendix N novels to read while cut off from the rest of the world. I don't know.
I don't read Appendix N.
What's Appendix N?
Appendix N is like the stuff in the back of the original D&D book, like the original D&D DMG. And I don't know, I'm reading through, that's not true. I read the Lankmar books. I'm not now. Currently I'm reading through I'm not going to grab it, the Sixth Gun. So that's a comic book series, like a graphic novel series. But I'm not reading any kind of Appendix N. I did try reading the short story. I read a few of them, the short stories from the first Witcher book, and those are cool. I like them. Witcher's cool. Got swords. Cuts down people. It's fun.
Fun.
Let's see here. Trying to read through King of Elfland's Daughter, and man, it is a plotting mess. That is from Will Keller. So I've not read King of Elfland's Daughter. I think it's a Queen of Elfland's Son is an adventure, though, right?
It's so quiet.
You have more questions coming.
Yeah, I know.
Next question. Christian said top 5. All right, top 5 Appendix N novels. The first Lankmar book, the second Lankmar book, the third Lankmar book.
The 5th and then the 4th. Was there 5?
Some of the Conan stuff,
Mm.
and anything that has nothing to do with that book with the Canadian apocalypse. What's the one with like the talking bear? That one. That one's terrible. Don't read it.
Okay. This one is from Mike Suspana. Did I say that right? Yeah.
You did. I think you said Mike's name correctly. Good job.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Really?
I love how you
Okay.
can't say of Ovsenik, Ovsenik, but Hispanic, Szzepaniak. You've got that one down. That's
Thanks.
fantastic.
I know. I have an A in English
Probably because you
class.
know him in person. It helps.
Mhm.
Go ahead and read the question.
Okay. Is it too soon to run a game centering around a pandemic asking for a friend?
Yes! It's too soon. We're in this. No, don't run that game.
In like
Please.
a month you can, but like
In a
It's
month?
a month?
You think this is over in a month?
No.
I love
But,
how
like-
positive people are. This is over in a month. That's great.
Okay.
Shannon's talking about how the Black Company and the Belgariad are good, and the Golden
Pelican.
Compass. I want to watch the
Pollution.
Golden Compass TV show.
You know what would be so funny?
What?
A pelican as a politician.
A Pelisan? What'd you pronounce? How'd you pronounce it
I
wrong?
said pollution.
Pelican?
Uh-huh.
It's like a politician and a pelican mixed together.
That's what I just said, a pollution. Oh my god, that'd be the best movie called The
He's
Pollution.
a giant mouth to hold all of his empty promises.
Huh?
Next question.
Okay. This one's
Are the CDC says schools should be closed for 8 months.
No, what?
I thought they
That's
said
not
8
true.
weeks.
No, they said 8. They
Is
said
it 8
weeks.
months?
It's 8 weeks. 8 months.
I know that I'm going to work tomorrow like it's the hot zone. I'm going to like essentially pour sanitizer on my head and like go in and get my one meeting I have to do in person and I'm going to leave.
No, it's 8 weeks.
8
and
weeks.
It's not gonna happen, right?
Whatever.
It can't happen. My school would not do that.
I'm going to flatten that curve.
What?
Yeah, flatten the curve.
Huh?
Flatten the curve.
What curve?
Flatten the curve.
Okay.
Good comments here. Knight 5150 says, you know what, this setup's actually pretty good. I think I'm loud enough to hit the mic. And I'm sitting back here and I can have the computer up with questions.
I know, this is
I
pretty
can focus.
snazzy.
I can focus on the people.
But like,
This
I
may
can't-
be how we do this
I can't
show.
hit you in the head anymore. Can you start here and then go back there so I can hit you in the head?
No,
Thank
you know
for
what?
saying yes.
There's
so-
a worse pandemic than coronavirus, and that's Judge Evie smacking me in the face. It's been going on for almost a year now.
No, I
she
missed.
can't reach me because of social distancing. It's the best thing ever.
I'll just poke you with something.
Thing
You're gonna get us copyrighted. Stop it.
Is it? Will I get copyrighted for that?
Hey, I don't know. I poked him.
We have some comments here. Are the Lovecraft novels good reads? Not in 2020. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I have a hard time with the use of with that guy's writing. You know, I am not an H.P. Lovecraft fan. So first off, they talk a lot about like I don't know elder gods and stuff, and I'm not. This doesn't freak me out. The Lovecraft stuff has all these rats and walls and stuff, and that's like Tuesday in Philadelphia. So let's see here. Pandemic Legacy should be played. That's from Keith. And then right after, Savage Philly GM said they will do it if they are ordered to. I don't think that's supposed to be connected, but essentially Pandemic Legacy should be played, which we will do if ordered to do. So that makes sense. Shannon does note Lovecraft's rampant racism, which is not the best thing to have in a book. And Fickle GM is a fan of the concepts of... I'm hoping of the Henson movie production that he talked about. All right, so last question here from Jim Scatch.
Oh, there it is. What also floats in water?
Good question. Good question, Jim Scatch.
A lot of things float in water.
That's true.
Like this piece of paper would float in water.
You're gonna throw that book in the water?
No, I'm just saying hypothetically, this would float in water.
That's hypothetically true.
I mean, you float in water.
Mordain 76 or Shannon says a duck, and I think
A
that's,
pollution!
Oh, you know what? A duck. It comes full circle. You know what? I think you're right. We can wrap up here because what's the difference between a duck? No answer from Troy, and what floats in water, and someone said a duck, and we're done.
Huh?
I think we're done here.
Why?
Because we are. So let's wrap things up here a little bit. So why don't you get the show notes so I can see them from here, Judge Evie? Please?
What?
Show notes.
Show notes. What is that?
Show notes. All right, first off, I want to send a shout out here. First off, if you have questions for next week, and we'll be filming next week, we'll be filming through the pandemic. What is so funny? What did I miss? Wolfmaster double X1 is in Cooper's class, and he told me we twitched. Wait, we've got a kid who's 9 years old watching us right now?
What?
We are in trouble. First off, if you're 9 years old, let me tell you, there is a whole gaming world out there for you called fantasy role-playing games, and the best one to start if you're a child is Dungeon Crawl Classics. Get your mom to buy you Dungeon Crawl Classics today. It's got all kinds of fun charts, And if you're 9 years old, like Cooper, you will like Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's only 400 and some odd pages. You'll read this. You'll love this. Enjoy. If you thought this was video gaming, it's not. But Cooper is upstairs right now, and he is playing through Breath of the Wild and having a good time. And maybe we'll have Cooper on here, and maybe in a few years it'll be Judge Cooper.
No. Oh, I thought you meant Cooper can be Judge Cooper. The part about him coming
Yeah,
down
because he'll
here,
probably GM
no.
games. Unlike his sister Evie, who's judge in name only.
Just not sure.
Yeah, that was a hard look you just gave me.
Let's go.
If you have questions for next week,
Gary Con's online?
Gary Con is now an online con. You're
How is
skipping
that
ahead.
supposed to work?
If you have questions for next week, make sure to send them to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com.
Oh, you gonna get this face. Thank you.
Not a face that you want to see. All right, so
You
that's
don't get
the
the
face you're gonna
shade.
get. Kickstarter, we're gonna share some Kickstarter love here, and if you have not seen yet, our very good friends at Goodman Games, the goodest of all Goodman friends, have an awesome Kickstarter out for the Greatest Thieves in Lankmar box set. I will say, if you've never seen the Greatest Thieves in Lankmar, you really should get in on this. So, how would you have seen it? Well, that you would have had to have played in the tournament last year at Gen Con 2019. That was the tournament adventure. I got to run the first round of it. It was awesome, and you can now play it for your home group by getting in on this Kickstarter. It's not a very it is a high dollar Kickstarter. It's like $50 for an adventure, but it is a huge mega adventure. It's so much fun. There are so many cool components. So many authors contributed to it. So I can't recommend it enough. Bless you. Happy Corona Day. So you want to make sure that you get in on that Kickstarter now. And yeah, just drop some big bucks on Greatest Thieves in Lankmar. Corona. All right.
I don't have Corona, I have a sniffly nose.
Road Crew. So let me take this time to just say again, here at Living for Crits, we highly recommend that you do not play games at your friendly local game store until the social distancing requests kind of die down. I get it.
When is that gonna die down?
2021. I get it.
Okay.
You think you're tough. You are, strong, and you are young. You're under the age of 40. I totally understand. But that said, we need to spread this thing out. This is a very dangerous virus. We don't all want to get this virus. We definitely don't want to give it to our loved ones who might be older than 60. I can't say enough, and I'm going to soapbox for a second, how much it chaps my ass that I hear things like, well, only the old are going to get this. I like a lot of people who are over the age of 60, like my parents and my mother-in-law, who's awesome despite being my mother-in-law. And most folks like their mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is awesome, and she's played Numenera and Savage Worlds. So look at that. Best mother-in-law ever, okay? I like people that are over any... I like all people. So, why are we saying it only affects some people and therefore we're not worried about it and I'm going to go to a bar or go do a paint by numbers, BS crap right now or have sleepovers right now? Don't have them. Just stay home. Do online gaming on Zoom or Roll20 or something and just be cool, okay? Just for a little while. Let's spread this thing out here, okay? What are people saying right now? I can't read this. FLGS are going to perish, according to Will Keller. I mean, look, it's going to be a hard time. And Knight 5150 said, not if we support them by buying stuff, especially DCC stuff. Absolutely. Everyone's shouting love to my mother-in-law, Linda. Look at that. Fantasy Grounds from Knight 5150 is their favorite online tool of choice. So, yeah. Anyway, in this time, though, we're going to say Road Crew events. I think in a week and a half, there's an online GaryCon going on because GaryCon got canceled. Now,
Can I go to that?
I think you could, actually.
Really?
I think you could. I don't know how it works yet. If someone wants to message us after this on Facebook or Twitter about how online GaryCon works, I'm not sure. But maybe we'll get in on that one. Maybe. So, the next segment of our show is what? How to reach us. You can get us on Twitter at I Live for Crits. You can get us on Instagram at Living for Crits. And you can always go on YouTube and get our stuff there. Like, comment, and subscribe. Look, we're going to try to keep this show super fun and super light. We're going to do whatever we can the next few weeks, however long we have to deal with, to keep the show on the air from here, the Walls Dungeon Tavern in historic Delco, which is Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Down here in Delco, we are representing everything gaming, but most especially DCC, because it's Dungeon Crawl Classics. And what puts the Dungeon Crawl Classics is the dungeon, and we own a dungeon now. So look at that. We love all of you. We want you to be safe and careful out there. Please use soap. Please use hand sanitizer. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends and take care of your other people. The only way we're getting through all this crap is if we stick together, not if we distance ourselves emotionally. Like, yeah, don't be near people, but be near people. Why are you laughing?
Because you went, don't be near people, but be
With
near
that,
people.
I'm going to do my ASMR.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
And I'm going to say Westworld Season 2 is slow.
I don't know what to do. Wait.
Do something because
what am
it's the
I supposed to do?
ASMR.
Well,
and you
what
have
do I-
to end the show by doing
I don't
ASMR.
know what to do.
How about
Well,
something for all the 9-year-olds watching our show?
I'll just say, I'll just go with what I said the whole game. Okay.
Okay.
Volition. Yeah, Pelican Volition. Whoa.
Social distancing, people. It works. Bye.
Bye.